Welcome to policeabuse.com. How may I assist you?
Yes, I had an appointment today to speak with the lawyer.
Okay. Just a moment, please.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Jursic?
Oh, yes, sir. Hello.
How you doing? This is Mr. Kamal. How's it going?
Okay, I'm sorry about the other day, about the time zone and everything.
No. That's a minor, honest mistake, so don't worry about that. So listen, this is what I need to do so I can get your case moving. We got your payment, so you're now a member, and I need to have a more detailed conversation with you about your brother's situation.
Okay.
Why don't you start by just telling me the background of the story, and then I'm just going to take some notes, and just tell me everything you can that you know about, and then tell me what evidence or documents you might have to support your case.
Okay, pretty much, my brother, Joshua, from what I know, is him and his girlfriend, they had gotten pulled over, and I guess they were driving in a vehicle, and apparently his girlfriend was found with having some kind of drugs on her. And the police ended up charging, I think, both of my brother and his girlfriend, but they ended up dropping the charge on his girlfriend, and they held the charge on him. They ended up giving him in drug court. I guess if he went to some kind of rehabilitation, that he would not be charged with it, and he ended up going to the rehabilitation. I believe it was in East St. Louis or something. Somebody had gotten caught with cigarettes, and they basically said that it was my brother. They got them from my brother, or the cigarettes were his, and they kicked him out of rehab, and he was supposed to contact his probation officer when he got kicked out of the rehab, and apparently he did not. And when they finally did pick him up on his warrant from being kicked out of the rehab, and I guess violating his agreement with the court, they picked him up on the warrant. He called me on the phone and basically told me what had happened, and I spoke with him a few times that day, and he called me back the next day, and I spoke with him, and he asked me to talk to my mother to get her to put some money on his name at the jail. And basically that's the last time I talked to him, because I got a call later on from my other brother who told me they tried to contact me on Facebook about news of my brother being in the hospital, and I went down to the hospital and I saw my brother in the hospital bed, and they told me on the phone that my brother had been found with hung himself somehow. Didn't have any kind of details of it, and get down to the hospital. Basically looking at my brother, he had absolutely no marking around his neck, no kind of ring. He looked like he had, been into a fight, and I held his hand while he was laying there in bed, and his knuckles had no marks on them, no kind of evidence of any kind of fight, or him defending himself anyway. He had absolutely no marks around his neck or anything. And finally they kept him on the life support for 3 days before they determined to remove him from life support, and which is basically they removed him from the life support, and people went home. And shortly after, I was contacted by a witness who was in the county jail at the time, and they had basically informed me that what the police were saying had happened to my brother is not what happened, and he wanted to make sure that someone found out, because he didn't think it was right how they did him like that.
Okay, who told you that?
Okay, that was Jason Buck. His name is Jason, last name Buck. Actually, he contacted my brother's baby's mother, who contacted me about that story, and I met the guy at my brother's funeral, and basically explained to me, and I had my other brother come up there, who took a witness statement from him, and basically had him write down what had transpired on that day, and the details of it. And
hold on. Stop. Where is that statement? Where is that statement?
My brother has that statement right now.
Can you get that for me today?
I might be able to get that for you. Let me see.
Okay, if you can't get it today, can you get it by next week?
I should be able to. I also I cannot contact the witness by phone or anything, but I did send him a message on Facebook asking him to contact you guys today. I don't know if he is going to be able to get that phone call through, but I told him to contact this number and Miss Jackson and tell them that they want he wants to leave a witness statement for the case.
Okay, let me back up a few things. Well, let me ask you a few questions. The statement that he gave you, what did he say that they did? What does he say happened to your brother?
Basically, it was 3 St. Clair County Sheriff deputies that basically beat him up.
And they beat him the day that he died?
Yes. I mean, the day that they claim he died was 3 days later in the hospital, okay? But the day of the actual death is when it happens.
Okay. So he was beaten before he wound up in the hospital, and you attribute that to the beating as opposed to him hanging himself?
Yes. Well...
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, some of the other details, because, I mean, I'm stickler for details, and I notice things, and when things don't add up, I start asking questions, I'm like, okay, I just spoke with my brother, and because there was a security, St. Clair County Sheriff's deputy there supervising, basically, the whole time he was in the hospital. You know what I'm saying to him? Like, this don't even add up. I just spoke with my brother. He wanted me to get him to get some money to bring up there for him. And, since someone who's going to do that doesn't ask for money to be brought up and put on his account, he had, like I said, he had no marks going around his neck. That's it. He didn't have any marks going around his neck. So on the side of his neck.
Well, hold on. Stop for a second. Did they give anybody in your family a copy of the autopsy report?
Yes, I can get that. I can get the autopsy report. I believe I have the internal affairs report also. I'm pretty sure I should have that. Basically, the report of the person who.
Let me tell you what I need you to do.
Okay.
Before we do any more conversation about the case, I need to see the reports. So can you get those to me?
Yeah.
Okay. It's more important than me talking to you anymore right now because I'll have a lot more questions after I see the reports, and I may have some thoughts after I see the reports.